What's up, gang? Welcome back to Kick Plays Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. Let's see. We've got some exploring to do.
What happened to Lon?
There we go.
Got swarmed by those little beasts. I think they're called Canox.
I hope this mission is worth it to the Colonel. If not... Wait, did you hear that?
That's her! Get her!
This one soon.
That was easy enough. No, nothing? Okay. Already got that? Okay. Well.
Set the staging camp up here. This jungle just never ends.
Lieutenant, 2 of our scout patrols haven't reported back.
2 more? Nothing is worth this.
More beasts!
Everyone, attack!
That looks like somebody. Oh, it's you.
I found more of their scouts, but they started shooting as soon as they saw me. I heard blaster rifle fire coming from deeper in the jungle. You find anything?
I came across 2 groups of scouts. They weren't in the mood to talk, though.
Surprised they wouldn't talk to you. I thought their grudge was only with Mandalorians. Find out anything useful from them?
They mentioned something about a colonel. There also seem to be more of them.
Colonel, huh? Could be Colonel Tobin. Tobin is General Vaklu's personal cat hound. If he's on your trail, you might want to steer clear of Onderon.
Tobin's the one who opened fire on our ship and forced us to land here.
I'm not surprised. He was probably acting on orders from Vaklu. If so, you've made some dangerous enemies.
Who is General Vaklu?
General Vaklu is the cousin of Queen Talia. He's also in charge of the Onderon military. He led the Onderon resistance when we occupied their world during the Mandalorian Wars. He was a worthy foe. Maybe more than a match for you. Mandalore needs to know about the scouts. I'll let him know your role in dealing with them.
Before you go, just who were those scouts?
They're Onderon military, although they were trying to be secret about it. I've got a feeling you're going to need all the help you can get. One last thing about the battle circle. Your actions have proven you worthy of facing our best in the circle. Perhaps we can face each other there. See you at camp.
All right.
Head out into the jungle.
Let's go to camp.
Let's go.
I should save.
So you are the visiting Jedi. You aren't much to look at. Are you here to observe, or do you seek to prove yourself in the battle circle?
Why do you fight in the battle circle?
Our history is one of battles and wars, but there are times when even we must deal with peace. The battle circle allows us to hone our skills by fighting other Mandalorians. It pales to what we really thirst for, honor in battle, but it keeps us prepared. Talk to the sergeant if you want to fight.
Are there rules?
A few. No fights to the death. Other parts of our training weed out the weak among us, but that isn't the function of the battle circle. There are individual rules for each fight. The warrior with greater honor determines those, which in your case means any Mandalorian makes the rules.
I'll be going.
So the Jedi Order isn't completely dead. You always had hidden strengths. Very hard for even the wisest Mandalore to judge and predict. I have studied much of the Jedi since our defeat. I would be honored to cross blades with you in the battle circle.
Can I choose who I fight?
No. It is up to the sergeant. The battle circle was not designed to settle petty vendettas and rivalries. Its primary purpose has always been teaching. Learning from books or holovids is useless when battle rages and soldiers are dying around you. Real knowledge can only be gained through combat. Perhaps we can learn from one another in time.
You don't seem as aggressive as the other Mandalorians.
This is not a battlefield, Jedi. If it were, I trust you wouldn't have the same opinion. I prepare and train, readying my mind and weaponry for a real challenge. Peace is not our natural element. Mandalorians handle it differently. I focus on educating myself in the martial techniques I will need to succeed in the next war.
Okay.
So, the Jedi comes to grace us. The battle circle is reserved only for real warriors. Your Jedi ways won't help you here.
I am a real warrior.
Jedi rely too much on their vaunted power. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If you want to try and fight us on our terms, that can be arranged.
I want to fight in the battle circle.
You are new here, so you will fight Davron. He is young and has not been able to prove himself in battle. Davron, what are your terms?
No weapons, no Jedi tricks, and no items. Just fist and foot. A true test of strength.
Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and pull any death blow. No one dies in the battle circle. Step into the battle circle. Now you will experience a true fight. The match between Jedi and Davril is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Davril is just a recruit. I'm not surprised you won this fight. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you. As little honor as you have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request. Let me know if you would fight again. Here to watch a fight or to participate?
I want to fight, bitch.
After defeating Davril, you have gained some small honor. There is a challenger for you. He is Kex, the quartermaster. Since he is the challenger, you get to choose the terms.
No further terms. I can use my lightsaber in the Force. He can use anything he wants as well.
I will send a runner to Kex. Prepare yourself for your fight, Jedi. The match between Kex and Jedi is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. If you want to fight again, let me know. For Mandalore! Here to watch a fight or to participate?
I want to fight, motherfucker.
You choose to fight again. Now face a real Mandalorian warrior. Tagrin, what are your terms?
Just fist and foot like you fight with Davril. Nothing else.
Tagrin chooses to fight hand to hand. Remember, no weapons allowed, and absolutely no use of your force. The match between Jedi and Tagrin is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have fought well today.
The Jedi has proven to be worthy of the battle circle, Sergeant. Through deeds in battle and blood on field, he may challenge the champion of today and his past.
This is a great honor, Jedi. Kelborn is one of our former champions. He has declared you worthy enough to fight the best among us. If you choose to fight again, you will face him. Then Braylor, if you somehow beat Kelborn. Here to watch a fight or to participate?
Let me fight Kelborn, motherfucker.
You have enough honor to face a champion of a previous day. Kelborn, what are your terms?
Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi's choosing. Just a simple long blade.
Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with fist, foot, and the blade provided. No using the force or any other item. The match between Jedi and Kelborn is over. Kelborn is the clear and honorable victor. You are a strong warrior, Jedi, but no match for the best of us. If you take away your lightsaber and force, then our training techniques can be more than a match for you. For Mandalore! Here to watch your fight. You have enough honor to face a champion of a previous day. Kelborn, what are your terms?
Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi's choosing. Just a simple long blade.
Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with fist, foot, and the blade provided. No using the force or any other item. Jedi and Kelborn is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. I underestimated you. A difficult admission for a Mandalorian. If you fight in the circle again this day, you will face the bravest and strongest of us, Braylor.
My
Ready
life
to
is
serve.
yours.
All right.
Here to watch your fight?
Let me fight Braylor.
We eagerly look forward to this fight. Braylor, you are our champion. How would you fight the Jedi?
No terms today, Sergeant. I would fight the Jedi with all of her arsenal.
Braylor will fight you as you are. Still no killing and no leaving the battle circle. But you may use whatever else you want. The match between Jedi and Braylor is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have defeated the most worthy of us. You walk away the champion of the battle circle this day. We will not forget your deeds, or the honor you have earned this day.
Well, hell yeah. Let's see. How do we get back to?
You defeated Braylor in the battle circle. Either you're very lucky, or you're a lot tougher than you look. Kelborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts in the jungle with him. He spoke highly of your work. You've made quite a reputation around here. You did better than I thought you could. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now.
Have you learned anything new about the scouts from the third ship?
Kelborn told me that they were covert military and probably aligned with Colonel Tobin from ISIS. Kelborn doesn't think they'll send out any more scouts, but that doesn't mean there aren't more of them out there.
What do you know about Colonel Tobin?
Colonel Tobin is General Vaklu's right-hand man. Despite his martial skill, he handles himself as a functionary more than a warrior. Back when we were fighting Vaklu's resistance during the Mandalorian Wars, Vaklu wouldn't have any use for a poisonous Kidrat like Tobin. But Vaklu seems to have adapted well to peacetime.
Can you tell me more about Onderon?
When you were last here, you probably didn't even go to Onderon. The Republic knew that Onderon's fate would be decided on its jungle moon, not the planet itself. To begin with, when you talk about Onderon, you're really talking about the ancient walled city of Isis. It's the only inhabited settlement on the planet.
Who is in charge of Onderon?
It depends on who you ask. Queen Talia ruled. They disagree about
Fuck,
many
I didn't mean to
things,
do that. God
just
damn it.
like their citizens. We fought General Vaklu during the war, and he is a worthy adversary. Queen Talia is young and hardly a match for him.
Is Onderon part of the Republic?
Onderon is a recent addition to the Republic, joining during one of the darker eras in Republic history. Since joining, the Republic has endured many wars and great battles. The people of Onderon don't possess the resolve and strength needed in these times. Many of them want to break away from the Republic. They want to go back to an earlier age when they could cower behind their walls. Their spinelessness made them easy to conquer.
Who's in charge of Onderon?
It depends on who you ask. Queen Talia rules from the royal palace, but her cousin, General Vaklu, has a great deal of power in Isis as well. They disagree about many things, just like their citizens. We fought General Vaklu during the war, and he is a worthy adversary. Queen Talia is young and hardly a match for him.
That's all I wanted to know.
I don't blame you. They're sad people. I have some things to look into. I'll talk to you later. Are you ready to go to ISIS yet?
Sure. Actually, I gotta get a few things. Just in case. I regret that.
Are you ready to go to ISIS yet?
Let's go.
I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes. The Great Crusade, after the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even following them into darkness. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore? Why he betrayed you at the end, cast you down, left you broken at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. She is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
1, 2, 3.
Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help. This one will fall.
Optimal ratio achieved. Optimal ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
I shall make this one see.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Prejudice set to reasonable. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
I shall make this one see. You are no match for us.
All right, well.
Yes, Master.
My life is yours.
Okay.
You didn't think you were the only ones with stealth generators, did you?
Over here. There are more of them.
For Mandalore! Optimal accuracy. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy target acquired. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Accuracy ratio achieved. Accuracy ratio achieved. Target acquired.
I shall make this one see. A weakness is revealed.
Seems trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to ISIS immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of ISIS. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city.
Uh-oh. What the fuck?
Fortunately,
Okay.
I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dhagon Ghent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world.
Alright. Well, I know what I'm checking for. Yes.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone.
What's been going on here?
Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. It's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere.
Military checkpoints? Are they looking for something?
Could be. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly if I were your friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now.
What's a starport visa?
If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse.
I understand. I'll be going now.
Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
All right.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Isis?
Can we skip the formalities? It looks like we're both in a bit of a rush.
Why not? I can see you have no crates or cargo, and your ship is obviously not affiliated with the Republic. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
You have the look of someone used to adversity, a cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal.
Sounds valuable. Certainly someone will pay more.
I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. And what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader, so there's no risk. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I wouldn't deal with her.
Who is she?
I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own.
Alright.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me?
Who? Me?
Yes, you! It is up to each and every one of us to turn the tide, to take control of our future.
Surely the Republic does something in return for you.
No, they take from us. They are like Minox, sucking energy and resources from so many worlds. They bleed us for their bureaucracy and their excesses.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now.
Okay. Oh, goody. Our friends are here.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Optimal ratio achieved. No one caught Systems failing, master. Failing, master.
All right. Okay.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa o sakurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi. Kati mogo grabo. Drum pabanakaras mangra. Kalalavadumba kumpaile mokata.
Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
What do you think of Queen Talia?
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Kavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
There would be deep consequences if Onderon secedes from the Republic.
Tonghite mosi jochia yumba ditawa ebawatune ruta.
Tahirembe wanakum paile mokata. Takom taktus miki mogo grabo. Kachi chu esa horunda.
Who do you trust more?
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yomalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Moloda nawinki sa toma no kamarundisi makaranti. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
Chinor claim so chinor klelen julk wolfelen silo do chamarbanso.
Yes, human sentient, I want to hear the answer to this as well. Do you stand with youthful idealism or with political pragmatism?
Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana muta.
Trusting your leaders is crucial. I'd rather support Queen Talia.
She is a reed in the wind, too frail to stay in place. She will be blown in every direction, and ultimately to no advantage for herself or her people.
Do not judge solely by what is, but by what it may become. Experience can be gained. Integrity is something innate.
You are so naive as well.
Da hupabotenya go chuchovici. Doverinincha rem tabanin socho. Dachi motu kamsa.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Stay clear of here, Offworlder.
Who are you?
I am Captain Bastuco. I have served loyally in the Onderon military for 20 years.
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian Wars, right?
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years after.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians never gave ground to any Onderon soldier.
Such a view could be considered treason. Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. Without General Vaklu, the Republic would have fallen.
So what do you think of General Vaklu?
General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command. He kept the Resistance alive when the Mandalorians were destroying our world.
I'll be going.
Tinachara, Graracha, Ganowiso, Totorano Kani, Tarando Nosh Wiwanahoto, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Dakosha, Nichotono, Punta Chacorzo Waman, Gotashjuna Rananashani, Visitisa Cholo, Jumkarataka, Chonobograwe, Takiya Bahasan-chan, Honka Kili-kun.
Who wants to die first?
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skills.
I am 1B-AD, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Let me see what you got. Actually, Let me see if I can rewire you to be a little more helpful.
Warning. Any attempt to interfere with 1B-AD's primary function will result in violence. Please back away from this unit's access panel.
Alright.
This is Dhagon Ghent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dhagon? You're not gonna find him here.
Where is he?
A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dhagon Ghent is one of them.
Mandalore, could Dhagon have done this?
He's certainly capable of it, and probably stupid enough to get caught. But we need him, suspicion of murder or not.
What tower?
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to.
Thanks for the information.
If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Alright. Yay, more friends.
Wisommogo dosi sheba dentes kun mostovi gite yavach, piktareshan. Vram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin, wana magrable mogo.
How do you know me?
Yatuka wan rika chotin wani maurata wakata chiruma lithpa. Kavadumpa mo wendido chokeremi norta kunyun wish chawaka chuba. Sura dachi morotuko kansa.
Excuse me.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Alright. Let's level you up. Sure. Sure. Okay, so it's not him. Fuck. Okay, it is at in the Merchant Square. Where is this turret tower?
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for Isis Calm.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, ma'am, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
Do you have some sort of warrant?
A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave ISIS or go underground.
Do you have any proof of any sort?
That is classified military information.
How many other journalists are being rounded up today?
I don't have time to answer your barbed questions, off-worlder.
You're violating this man's rights. I'll make sure that this story gets out.
Men, let him go. We'll be back with a court order. Then we'll take him to the barracks. And you should watch yourself. You don't want to be known for siding with people like him.
I don't know how to thank you. I'm getting out of ISIS now. Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, I have a feeling no one will hear from me again. Thank you.
I'm Captain Galisi, off-worlder. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your starport visa.
Here you go.
Everything seems in order. You're cleared to go.
Okay. There we go. Ah, here you are.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Off-Worlder. How can I assist you?
Do you have a man named Dhagon Ghent in custody?
We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder.
A murder? Who got murdered?
Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dhagon Ghent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dhagon out of custody.
How long is he going to be questioned?
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dhagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him.
How can I eliminate him as a suspect?
I know Dhagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Stay out of trouble.
Alright, let's go back to the cantina.
Malampro tarawantika sa samchabarda watasha kontiacha maumbrata tiwas.
I want to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder.
Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
What exactly is your line of business?
Chone mulera. Tonkinge ba no jansaka nikaraska. Tanchanik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Munga chingorta imbre wanachike. Drumba bamwa. Kontichan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamugata.
Do you know Dhagon Ghent?
Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
Do you know any reason why he would kill Sulio?
Chone mulera. Tonkinge ba no jansaka nikaraska. Tanchanik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Takometa playa justinge mikigongo beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha.
How did you know Dhagon?
Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata.
I'll be going now. All right.
This room is reserved, off-worlder.
I'd like to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder.
Huh. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance.
Do you know Dhagon Ghent?
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf.
Who's Bekel?
She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Okay. All right. Can I get to them?
There's got to be something you need, something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa.
Actually, I was wanting to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dhagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on.
What were they questioning you about?
Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, let's talk about that starport visa.
That's all I want to talk to you about anyway.
What do you need it for?
Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it.
You mentioned something about a lightsaber crystal.
Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Quixoni crystals were warmed by a dying sun millennia ago. Only a handful were obtained before the sun went nova. Their power is rumored to be great.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal.
How do I know you'll live up to your end of the bargain?
Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi.
How do you know I'm a Jedi?
It's a small universe. I don't really care about the trouble that's behind you or ahead of you. We have exactly one thing we can talk about. Starport visas.
I'll be going now. Alright, let's go back to this guy.
Tu nita manja yuma lorda wata no sanasika.
A friend of a friend told me you're the guy I should talk to about adjusting starport visas.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Ta yaita ta bosananansata.
How do I know the visa will work?
Da hupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune.
Here's 500 credits.
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Muliwrawa iberendia tia wishnu nunga se. Utati ramata mandrakotu sa minaringadin.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it. Some unique items you won't get anywhere else, including a lightsaber crystal.
I have an open starport visa right here.
I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it.
There are people that really need this. I have a feeling if I gave it to you, others would suffer.
So what if they do? You'll have what you want. Don't be stupid. I'll pay you more than anybody. Or if you want those items, there's no way you'd get them from anywhere else.
Good point. Let's trade.
So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick.
I'm interested in the lightsaber crystal.
Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
I'm pretty sure there's another fucking, one I can... Ah, hello.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right?
You look familiar, too.
I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle.
I remember Daggery Minor.
Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic?
Not directly anymore, but I try and lend a hand when I'm able.
That's the first good news I've had in months. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on Onderon. It's worse than we feared. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report. But days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas.
Why is it so important if one world secedes from the Republic?
After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost of the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire Republic government could collapse. If Onderon secedes, other worlds may follow, and that can't be allowed to happen.
Why not?
Trade between our worlds has brought economic prosperity, and people just take it for granted. All worlds are now interconnected. The Senate also smooths over differences, and is a great instrument for peace. If the Republic falls apart, 1,000 little wars born out of petty rivalries will erupt over time. Eventually, the entire galaxy could be thrown into a dark age.
So what was your mission?
I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition knows no bounds. I believe the people of Izes are absolutely correct. A civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time.
I'd like to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder.
What do you want to know about that night?
An acquaintance of mine, Dhagon Ghent, is being held by the authorities. I'm trying to get him free.
Dhagon Ghent didn't do it.
How can you be so sure?
Because He was with me at the time.
Why don't you tell the authorities?
It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dhagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder.
I don't suppose anybody else saw you.
We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dhagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
I'll be going now.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you?
Can I talk with you about Captain Sulio's murder?
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Do you know Dhagon Ghent?
Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion.
Someone was saying Sulio deeply humiliated Dhagon the night she was murdered. It's a very good motive.
She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dhagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dhagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dhagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
What happened on the night of the murder?
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Sulio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dhagon Ghent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dhagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sulio was our friend.
Where did you find the body?
Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
I'll be going.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drunka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
What do you want?
Dawacho simu poendo rakawa ichirendu mopa ramakawana abawasi. Ukroren wan mapusiti nolara. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabarjokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra. Inwamagro, me rangana noluja.
I'm gonna talk with you about Captain Sulio's murder.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Inwamagro, me rangana noluja.
Tu nita manja yuma lorda wata no sanasika.
I want to talk to you about Sulio's murder some more.
Da wancha morichiwa mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata.
I found a broken servant droid by the murder scene.
Da hupa go sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiyake yukito tune. Unta chiwita inka ki Kreia na chawanga kone.
Is it possible the droid saw something? Something we could recover?
Da wancha morichiwa mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata.
No, it was missing.
Ichawa te crossi wish yot toda si. E krimba choku indindo.
The frustrating thing is I'm pretty sure I know where the head is. But I don't know if I have to talk to fucking people before I get this asshole to sell it to me, or if he'll just sell it out.
I am 1B AD, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Let me see what you got for sale. Yeah. Okay, let me go back inside. Keep fucking talking to people until someone tells me what I need to know.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
I need to talk about the murder some more.
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
I found a broken servant droid by the murder scene.
That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering.
What happened to it?
Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dhagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3.
Do you remember who scavenged the droid?
No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Can I talk with you about Sulio's murder? They're speaking Russian. Okay.
Kroto no ranga manatandi koroto. Mopiguna wana si jin si wano bush. Nunchka wana si jo rona bamanga kan. Mopigla wajo si muchoto.
Can I talk with you about Captain Sulio's murder?
Tanto todos tu mukarata. Me ranga no roto. Dosi mana rachata.
An acquaintance of mine, Dhagon Ghent, is being questioned by the military about this. I'd like to get him free.
Kroto no ranga manatandi koroto. Mopiguna wana si jin si wano bush.
I found a broken servant droid by the murder scene.
Minsu Kreia sukun ratungala. Me rontono junsara ga roto. Minsu kun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu.
What keeps happening to your servant droids?
Minsu Kreia sukun ratungala. Me rontono junsara ga roto. Minsu kun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu.
Why didn't she mention this before?
Nunchka wana sicho rana bamanga kan. Mopita wajo si muchoto.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Tanto todos tu mukarata. Me ranga naroto. Dosi mana rachata.
Do you know where I could find an extra starport visa?
Kroto no ranga manatandi koroto. Mopituna wana si jin si wano bush. Minsu Kreia sukun ratungala. Me rontono junsara ga roto. Minsu kun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu.
I'll be going.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Let's talk.
Foul business, that is.
So about that droid.
That would be Behemoth's SOD-2.
Let's talk.
The wancha morichiwa mu.
So about that droid.
Da hupa o sakurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Unta chiwita inka ki Kreia na chawanga kone.
Any good finds?
Beasts are acting up again.
Where the fuck?
You a writer? Last thing we need is more competition.
Do I have to leave this area? Let's go back to the fucking cantina. The only person I haven't talked to about it, about the droid head, is Planar, or whatever his name is. Planar.
This room is reserved, off-worlder.
So about that murder.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance.
I found a broken 7 droid by the murder scene.
That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were.
Any idea which scavenger got to his droid?
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though.
You know that? Where?
That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some.
Okay. I'll be going now. I knew I had to fucking talk to somebody.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Yes. Actually, I need to know if you have any parts from one of Behemoth's 7 droids.
Entity Behemoth unknown. I have many serving droid parts.
I want to buy those parts.
The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits.
Here's 25 credits.
Thank you for your business.
Kif in the cantina could probably do something with this. We should head back.
Alright, let's go back to the cantina.
Nita manja yuma lorda wata no sanastika.
So about the murder.
The wancha morichiwa mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata.
I have the remains of SOD-3. Can you get any information from it?
Da hupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoki hiata yamba wajiyaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Can we talk about the murder?
Foul business, that is.
I want to show you SOD-3's last transmission.
If it'll help Dhagon, you got it. There's no way that Dhagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Off-Worlder. What brings the two of you here?
Dhagon Ghent couldn't have killed Captain Sulio.
That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
Nico can explain it.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Bazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Ghent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive.
They weren't really fighting. The regulars of the cantina can vouch for that.
Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dhagon clearly hated each other.
Did you talk to anyone in the bar? Others can confirm they were good friends.
Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
So were other people. Some salvages were stripping the servant droid within a minute or two.
So what? What matters is who was there first. An eyewitness said he came from his office almost immediately. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi.
He came from his office, but recording of the murder shows the shot came from the opposite direction.
You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dhagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dhagon Ghent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Ghent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dhagon Ghent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat.
The Major seemed particularly unwilling to believe Dhagon was innocent.
The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dhagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna say anymore. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dhagon Ghent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
All right.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one.
Mandalore said you might be able to help me out. I need to get in touch with someone from the palace.
Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's fall. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with?
A Jedi Master.
A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty on Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is.
Can you get in touch with someone inside the palace or not?
There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure.
Who has them?
The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. You take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
All right. Seems fair enough. I need a workbench, not a lab station.
Are you satisfied with your payment for the visa? I can exchange it for something else if you like.
Why haven't you left?
The visa wasn't for me, but for an associate of mine. There are plenty of business opportunities left in Izes. I plan to stay here for a while.
Oh, right, because you've got, okay.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave.
You have something that belongs to Dhagon Ghent, and I want it back.
You? And just how do you intend to do that?
I was hoping I might be able to buy any holodisc you get from his office.
It isn't for sale. I warned you, Offworlder. Kill her!
Good to see you again. Any luck with the visa?
I managed to get an open starport visa for you.
Really? I've been looking for one for weeks. Thanks.
Here you go.
You've done a tremendous service for the Republic. Now I have to catch the first shuttle out of here. May the Force be with you.
Have you found the encrypted holodiscs yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my contact from the palace without it.
Here you go. I got the disc from Bukel.
Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting him. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Izes anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this.
Contact him now.
Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls, the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And, no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Master Kavar, I didn't know you were still alive.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. No, I survived the war. If only just. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend.
I didn't expect you would turn on me too, Kavar.
You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there was you. Many thought you were a spy, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men! And watch your aim! Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of her! I won't let Kavar escape!
This cantina is infested with life. A well-placed grenade could cleanse some of the dirty and insignificant souls here.
I forbid it. We are not to harm bystanders.
I'll tell Dhagon Ghent to get out of Isis fast. They'll figure out his connection to all this soon enough. Good luck.
Seems like you take after me. You should leave the city. Tobin's boys don't play nice.
God damn it,
Yeah?
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on?
Vacuum soldiers have been attacking me.
What? Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently.
It's broad daylight. They were wearing uniforms.
You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with Command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Vaklu can throw a whole army at us. I think we've outworn our welcome over here. We should head over to the spaceport before General Vaklu invents some charges against us. Then we'd be in real trouble.
Alright.
You know what to do. Let's do it! Get her!
A weakness is revealed.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
I shall make this one see. You are no match for us. I shall make this one see.
Your visa's been scanned.
Soon
You're
you
cleared to
shall know
leave.
pain.
I'd leave right away. Things are
This
going
one will
crazy in
fall.
this quarter.
This one will fall.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot.
Unnecessary observation. You are eliminating many of us Jedi, but such actions only delay the inevitable. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Preparing, Master.
Okay, I gotta find the fucking palace, though. Okay, let's go.
We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway.
That sounds altruistic. I didn't know you had it in you.
I don't have it in me. It's a matter of self-interest. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic. And then my people would be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
All right.
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and I'll take you there.
Let's go.
Follow me.
Okay. Fuck.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another +/-1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
Could you guys keep it down? Your fighting is irritating me.
Yeah, keep it down, trash compactor. Look, it's your irritating deets and de-deets that can be heard all over the damn ship, alright?
Ah, HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Alright, well, I believe that will do us for today. Let's see. Oh, nope, I don't want to talk to Kreia. Keep going the wrong way. Here we go. And next time, yep, we will be going to Korriban. But for now, this is where I leave you. So thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and as always, may the Force be with you. Goodbye.